Do you ever feel like someone in your life is only using you, without any care or consideration for your feelings? It's a painful and frustrating experience to be taken advantage of in this way. These individuals, whether they are men or women, often exhibit specific attitudes that can help you identify when someone is using you. By understanding these attitudes, you can protect yourself and maintain healthier relationships. One common attitude of someone who is using you is a lack of empathy. They might show little or no concern for your emotions, rarely taking the time to understand how you feel or offering any support. Another attitude to watch out for is a sense of entitlement. These individuals may have an expectation that you will always be there for them, without considering your own needs or boundaries. They may take advantage of your kindness and generosity, expecting you to cater to their every whim. Constant criticism is another red flag. Someone who only uses you may frequently put you down, belittle your accomplishments, or make you feel inadequate. This behavior is meant to keep you subservient and make you more dependent on them. Manipulation is a key tactic of those who only use others. They know how to twist situations to their advantage, playing on your emotions and vulnerabilities. They may guilt trip you, use flattery, or employ other psychological tactics to keep you under their control. Lack of respect is another attitude to be aware of. Someone who is using you may disregard your boundaries, ignore your needs, or treat you in a dismissive and demeaning manner. They may disregard your opinions and decisions, believing that their own desires or preferences are more important. One of the most telling attitudes of someone who is using you is a lack of accountability. They rarely take responsibility for their actions or apologize for any harm they may have caused. Instead, they shift blame onto others or make excuses for their behavior. It's important to recognize these attitudes and safeguard your own well-being. Start by setting boundaries and asserting your needs and desires. If someone consistently disregards or disrespects these boundaries, it may be time to reconsider the relationship. Surround yourself with people who truly care about your well-being and give as much as they take. Seek out healthy, mutually supportive relationships where respect and empathy are given freely. Remember, it's not your responsibility to change or fix someone who only uses you. You deserve to be treated with kindness, respect, and genuine care. By recognizing the attitudes of someone who is using you, you can protect yourself from further harm and create a healthier, happier life for yourself. As you navigate your way through relationships, it's important to be aware of these attitudes that may indicate someone is using you. Trust your instincts and pay attention to how you feel in the presence of others. If something doesn't feel right, it's worth exploring further. Keep in mind that people who only use others often have deep-seated insecurities and fear of vulnerability. Their actions are driven by their own self-interest and lack of empathy for others. Understanding this can help you detach emotionally and protect yourself from their manipulative tactics. It's also important to work on building your own self-esteem and self-worth. When you value yourself and recognize your own worth, it becomes easier to identify when someone is using you. You become less susceptible to their manipulation and more empowered to set boundaries. Surround yourself with a strong support system of friends and loved ones who genuinely care for you. Lean on them for guidance and advice when navigating challenging relationships. They can provide an outside perspective and help you see things more clearly. Additionally, take the time to reflect on your own behaviors and patterns in past relationships. Are there any patterns that seem to attract individuals who only use you? By understanding your own role and patterns, you can take steps to break the cycle and create healthier connections. Remember, it's never too late to walk away from a toxic relationship. Your well-being and happiness should always be a priority. If someone consistently demonstrates these attitudes of using you, it may be time to cut ties and move on to healthier, more fulfilling relationships. While it may be difficult to let go, remind yourself of your own worth. You deserve to be surrounded by people who uplift you, support you, and genuinely care about your well-being. Embrace the opportunity to create a life filled with positive and mutually beneficial relationships. Ultimately, the key to protecting yourself from those who only use you is to trust your intuition, set boundaries, and prioritize your own needs. Value yourself and seek out relationships built on respect, trust, and care. Relationships should be a two-way street, where both parties contribute and care about each other. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Believe in your own worthiness and the journey of finding genuine, meaningful connections. As you continue to navigate the complexities of relationships, remember that you have the power to choose who you allow into your life. Surround yourself with people who appreciate and value you for who you are. And most importantly, never lose sight of your own self-worth. The journey to finding healthy, fulfilling relationships may have its challenges, but it's a journey that's worth taking. Keep learning, growing, and strengthening your ability to recognize and protect yourself from those who only use you. And as you move forward, always remember that you are deserving of love, respect, and genuine care. Trust in yourself and your ability to create a life filled with meaningful connections that bring out the best in you. Stay true to your values, nurture your own well-being, and surround yourself with those who uplift and appreciate you. You have the power to shape your relationships and create a life filled with love, respect, and authentic connections.